What up, y'all? Mrs. U Nation, aka Savage Armor Jones Giraffe. Welcome to another episode of the Megacolony Trap House podcast. We're gonna be doing a short one right here as I don't have enough time, but we here for a good time. Alright, today we're gonna be basically talking about the ban list, because you already know, man. We were waiting for like 3 weeks for English to come out with a ban list when Bushiroad could have simply just put it out the exact same week as they put out that JP ban list. Now, of course, looking at the JP ban list, a lot of people were kind of discouraged, which is understandable. And the English one is, how do I describe it? They tried their best. Alright, so let's quickly go over what this ban list is. So for standard format, it's the exact same one as a JP, where you have Dark Stirring Dragon put to 1, and the choice restriction between Magnolia Elder and Inlet Pole Dragon. I'm gonna be real with you, I'ma still say the exact same thing that I said in the JP ban list. Inlet Pose Dragon's draw ability, where he puts himself into the soul and draw a card, should have just gotten errata to where where it also has your Vanguard has to have Flagberg in his name as well. And again, just the same reason why I say that is because you're just going to get back to square one when something else comes that is just as strong as Magnolia Elder. I'ma just be frank with you on that one. But at the same time, cause I noticed, like, I think Aurora, I think the Aurora deck actually plays, I think it actually does play Inlet Pose Dragon, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure, but don't quote me on that though. But I did see like a few Aurora players actually playing Inlet Pose Dragon. And like I said before, man, I just feel like that it's a card that definitely should get an errata, because you're just going to get hit to square one. And then just think about like the premium potential that this card has. Like any of the 5 clans that has the ability to do multiple attacks, which at this particular point is all 5 of them. All 5 of them has a way to do a minimum of 4 attacks. So you're just going to see this card be abused in premium if it's not really going to be that good outside of Flagberg in, standard format. But that's just me. Next up, you have V Premium, where we have Prism. What is this? Wait, why did it do that? Okay, Prism Image Rosa, where she got hit to where she's restricted now. I heard that like this particular, from like the feedback that I've been seeing from a few people, I heard that this actually does kind of kill Prisms. I'm not too sure of how good Prisms was in the first place, because nobody really plays V Premium where I'm at, and I'm gonna be real with you, I actually kind of like the format, not as much as regular Premium, but there's some aspects of V Premium that I actually do like. So honestly, I'm not really surprised that like a lot of people don't have a huge interest in V Premium, and because of this, I'm not too familiar with what's good and what's bad in the format, because what's the point of me checking to see what's good and bad in the format if nobody fucking plays it? But outside of that, then we got the premium format, which was the list that everybody was all waiting for. And we only got 10% of what we actually asked for. So, in Pale Moon, there's a choice restriction between Masquerade Harry and Nightmare Doll Alice. And Fabricated Dragon, a Ruination, is restricted to 1. Alright, let's be real on this. Order Colony's dead. Let's just be real on that. I know some people are going to say, "Oh, well, if you just use Fabricated Dragon and you have a way to Soul Blast them from the soul, you can use them again." It is not the same, and I honestly do not give a fuck about Order Colony. As a person who is a diehard fan of Megacolony, who has been through the struggle of not really having a counterblast until like recently, into having the struggle of being dubbed as possibly the worst clan in the game, as a clan that finally has its own blow up and all this other stuff. I don't give a fuck about Order Colony. That shit is trash. That shit was garbage from the get-go. I don't care about the tournament results or anything else like that. Oh, because tournament results matter. Tournament results matter. It was a trash ass deck going through a gimmick that, let's be real, was eventually going to get hit anyway. And let's be real, that shit did not play like a Megacolony deck. Honestly, there were way better choices. There always has been better choices. There always will be better choices. Fuck this deck. Trust me on that. It's all that shit was brain dead than the motherfucker. Like, let's just be real on that. That shit was brain dead. And again, this is coming from a person who is a diehard Megacolony fan. That's no ands or buts about it. As far as the Pale Moon support, let's be real. This was definitely the wrong hit. I was about to say kind of sort of wrong hit. No. This is the wrong hit because let's be real. Leslie and Jenny was definitely there to was supposed to get hit. It was either going to be one of the two or is it going to be both? And I think what Bushiroad was trying to do, if I had to be 100% frank with you, I think what Bushiroad was trying to do was trying to salvage Nightmare Dolls into becoming unplayable. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like I mentioned in the prediction video, I did also say that if Leslie and or Jenny was to get hit, the deck will be completely unplayable, and I 100% think that. But I think what Bushiroad is trying to do is like, hey, maybe we should get rid of one of the problems instead of like the whole problem altogether. And watch, this shit is going to backfire in your fucking face. It's going to backfire heavily. But let's also think about it this way. Let's also think about this too. There is a lot more problematic shit in premium format, but first off, you have to also ask, is the problematic shit actually is it possible to play against said problematic shit? Because while yes, Order Colony was constantly topping, while yes, Nightmare Dolls is constantly topping, there are other stuff to worry about, such as Stunverse, a card that a lot of people wants to get hit because even though it was the worst card, dubbed as the worst card in Premium Collection 2019, Power Creep has proven that they can take the worst card of the set and make it into one of the most problematic things that the game has to offer. But there's more. Let's also talk about Grand Blue. I've always said this, and I will say it to this day, that Grand Blue has the best defense that the game has to offer. And let's be real, most of that problematic shit is coming from two particular cards, Beatrice and Night Rose. But let's be real, there's more than just that that's making Grand Blue problematic. Also enter Bad Motherfucking Bounty. Like, let's just be real on that. There's a lot of shit that goes on, and then let's also talk about like the new fucking stride as well. Like let's also talk about that as well, because the new stride, like the fact that you're able to like do multiple attacks and prevent your opponent from and force your opponent to call 3 cards minimum per attack is dumb as fuck. Especially seeing that Grand Blue is a deck that allows you to get 30 cards into the grave pretty easily. And not only that, honestly, low-key, I feel like it should have been 40. Like if the thing was 40, it's still easy to get the 40 cards, but you literally have to bank it on that one particular turn. Otherwise, you're just going to get your cheese clapped. Like, let's just be real on that. Like, if it was 40, it would have been a lot more better. Because making it 30 is too much of a safe zone. You don't have too many cards left in your deck, but you have enough to survive for a couple of turns. And let's be real, this particular effector is allowing you to force your opponent to call 3 cards minimum is dumb as fuck. Like, let's just be real on that. But outside of that, man, what else is there that needs to actually get hit? Like, I don't think there's really too much else that really needs to get hit in my personal. Oh, wait, I forgot. Flash Ripple Otis. I remembered. Almost forgot. Flash Ripple Otis was another card that needed to definitely get hit because the new Ripple support that's coming out in Clan Collection is definitely going to be causing issues. But I did mention this in my prediction video. The only reason I know for a fact that they weren't going to hit Otis is because Clan Collection didn't come out in it didn't come out yet in English. But the thing is, there's been times the thing that bothers me with this, though, in my personal opinion, is there has been times where Bushiroad has actually hit cards just because of upcoming support. Like, remember, Pale Moon, again, was one of those particular clans that got a choice restriction because of an upcoming card. Like, remember, it was the original Purple Trapeze and Jumpin' Jill, or I think that's what her name was. Both of those got it's all like both of those got a choice restriction before the V Series Jumpin' Jill even got announced. Remember that. And I think it was Commander Laurel went back to 1 because of something that happened in Dimension Police 2. Don't quote me on that though. But anyway, honestly, overall, I don't think that this ban list was really worth the wait. I think that this ban list was definitely a bust, like no buts are about it. Honestly, do think that there should have been more stuff that should have been hit if we were going to wait a 3+ week period in order to wait for this particular ban list. This shit was atrocious. I'm not even gonna lie on that. But honestly, I would rather have some